All right, everyone, we are recording.
Alright. My name's Thomas Frazier. I'm gonna start off with running through the durations, the scope of work, as well as the construction costs and the resource ID we have it labeled under. Under plan review, we have 5 days duration for general construction at 19,000. Documents review, we have 5 days of duration under general construction and around 19,000. Budget setup is going to be 2 weeks to shake out the estimate and do everything as that. It'll be under general construction for 38,000. Schedule setup would be the same thing under general construction for 2 days to create a schedule for about 7 grand. Review submittals is about a 5 day duration under general construction for 19,000. Obtaining the permit is a 1 day. It's about 3 grand to go get the permit. SWIP setup and everything is about a day worth of work. Getting all your SWIP documents under general construction for about 3 grand. The temporary power accounts is calling the power company for about 2 days. General construction, getting the account set up. Same with water for about 7 grand, 2 days of construction under general construction. And then mobilize usually takes about a week for the superintendent to get everything out there. All that rolling in together for about 19 grand. Then we'll roll into site work, demo, clear grubs, about a week worth of work. So it's relatively small site for about 16 grand under civil. Underground coordination meetings under general construction. All your project team, electrical, plumbing contractors will meet together. General construction for a day for about 3 grand. Getting the water meters and everything on site and setting them up is about a week under civil construction for about 16 grand. Surveying the layout building corners for a day for civil construction for about 3 grand. Temporary road access is about 2 days. Civil construction about 6 grand. Storm drainage 5 days a week. Civil construction for about 16 grand, and then forming the building pads 3 days. Civil construction about 9 grand. Site water and sewer 2 days. Plumbing and about 4 grand, and then site electricals 4 days electrical for about 16 grand. And next, Leah will take off with substructure.
All right, so for layout building, we'll spend a day doing that. That'll go under concrete. That'll cost about 8 grand. And then you have plumbing rough in. That's going to be a 4 day activity for 8.5 grand. Form the building. That's a concrete activity for a week at 40 grand. Dig and form interior and exterior grade beams. 3 day concrete activity for 24 grand. Compact fine grade building pad, 1 day activity under concrete for 8 grand. Form vault recess slab for 8 inch SOG. That's a 1 day concrete activity for 8 grand. Install vapor barrier, another concrete activity for 1 day at 8 grand as well. Tie and install rebar, a 2 day concrete activity for 16 grand. Inspection, it's going to be a 1 day task uh, under concrete for 8 grand as well. And then the pouring of the slab will be 2 days for 16 grand. And then we'll wreck the forms, and that'll only be a day at 8 grand. And our superstructure, we have our wall framing. That'll be a 10 day carpentry activity for 51 grand. A door frame installation, 3 day fine carpentry for 13. Exterior wall sheathing, 8 day carpentry for 41 grand. Exterior masonry walls, 8 day for masonry activity at 109,000. Exterior stucco wall, a 3 day masonry activity for 41. Roof framing, a 3 day carpentry activity for 15 grand. Metal decking, a 2 day roofing for 39 grand. Continuous metal coping, also under roofing, 2 days, 39 grand. Concrete pedestals for the ornamental columns, 2 day concrete for 16 grand. Ornamental column bases, caps, and column installation, 2 day ornamental for 5 grand. Metal roof panels, 2 day roofing for 39. Cast stone keystone, 1 day masonry for 13. And gutters, including gutters and spouts, 1 day roofing for 19 grand. And then I'm going to pass it on to Calvin to cover interior construction.
Thanks, Leah. We'll start this off with installation and install, 5-day drywall and installation activity. We're gonna move on to drywall, which is also drywall and installation activity for 5 days. Millwork installation, we have calculated as 3 days of fine carpentry, tape float and finish, 1 day drywall and installation activity for 89.50. Painting, we're calculating that to be a 2-day activity, calculated at 14,000. Installed doors and hardware, it's gonna be fine carpentry, 1 day. Window installation, 3 days, Blazier. Then we have flooring installation, calculated at 3 days, 154. Then we have 1 day for stone counters for the countertop installation. Then ceiling grid and tile install, 3-day activity under ceiling resource, for 64.38. And then trim and molding, we'll have as a 2-day fine carpentry for 88.26. On to mechanical, electrical, plumbing. So we have underground rough-in, calculated at a 5-day plumbing activity, 10,000. And we have electrical underground, calculated at 5 days, electrical activity, $20,000. Mechanical equipment set, 5 days, calculated under HVAC and $18,000. Mechanical rough-in was calculated for a 15-day duration total, 55,000 under HVAC. Then we have plumbing rough-in, which will be a 10-day activity, 21,000 for plumbing. And then we have electrical rough-in, which is a 20-hour duration for electrical for 81,000. And then we will be setting the transformer, which is a 3-day electrical activity for 12,000. And then we have all of our inspections, electrical, plumbing, mechanical, each calculated for a 1-day duration under electrical, plumbing, and HVAC respectively. Then following those inspections, we will do our finished plumbing, calculated at 5 days for plumbing activities at $10,000. And then finish electrical receptacles, 5-day activity, electrical, 20,000. And then we will do our 3 final inspections for all of those trades. And then move into final energization, which is a 1-day duration under electrical of 4,000. And then we'll do final commissioning with the HVAC contractor for 3 days at 11,088. And we'll move on to special equipment.
For special equipment, we're gonna procure materials for special equipment. It's gonna be 3 days at 7,000. Next, we're gonna install the flagpole for 3 days under specialty for 7,000. Install fire extinguisher cabinets, 1 day specialty, 2,000. Install fire extinguishers, 1 day specialty, 2,000. Install toilet grab bar, it's a 1 day specialty, 2,000. Toilet paper, paper towels, and waste receptacles, it's gonna be a 1 day under specialty for $2,000. The vault door, it's gonna be a 4-day under specialty for $9,000. Installing ATMs, night deposit, and night lighting, it's all gonna be under specialty for 3 days and 2 days for $7,000 and $4,000. For signage, we're gonna procure materials for interior signage. It's gonna be 2 days at $800. Procure exterior signage, 2 days at $800. Install interior ADA signage. It's gonna be 1 day under signage for $400. Install interior room signage. It's gonna be 1 day under signage for $4 or $400. Install exterior ISA signage, 2 days for $852. Install exterior ISA pavement symbol. It's going to be 1 day for $400. Install exterior cast metal plaque, 2 days for $850. Install interior audio visual alarm lamp 2 days under signage for $800. Install fire barrier signage 1 day for $400. Install equipment signage 1 day for $400. And here's Timothy with landscape.
Hey, thanks, Nick. So first, preparing flower beds, we're looking at 2 days, and that's going to be using our landscaping resources, and it's around $3,000. Next, we're going to procure sods and plants. That should take a day using our landscaping, around $1,600. And then we'll move on to installing irrigation. That's a 3-day activity using landscaping, about $5,000. Our bed and curbing installation is going to be a concrete and 3 days duration at $24,000. And then the rest, pretty much a landscaping, fine grade sodded areas, 2 days, $3,200. Plant beds, 1 day at $1,600. Installation of sod, 2 days, $3,200. Sanding and rolling of grass areas, 2 days, $3,200. And then watering of plants and sod, 1 day at $1,600. And then we have a specialty of hydro seeding the retention pond. We're looking at 1 day and about $2,400. Under our driveways, parking, and landscaping, so we're going to form our approach. We're looking at 2 days using our civil resource, and that's $6,500. Fine grade paving areas, 2 days. Concrete resources, $16,000. Form the paving area, that's a 4-day activity using our concrete, and that's $32,000. Asphalt paving, 2 days, using our concrete resource, $16,000. And then bollard installation, 1 day, concrete resource, $8,000. Digging the retainage pond, 3-day activity using our civil resource at $9,800 or $10,000. Final clean of the construction site, 1 day using civil, $3,300. Installation of handicap poles, 1 day. Specialty, right at $2,400. And then the parking bumpers are 1 day activity using our specialty at around $2,400. Pressure washing, 2 days using civil, $6,600. And then marking and striping our pads, 5 days and $16,000.
If you go to sheet 2, this is how we calculated our labor burden, material sales tax, permitting, all that good stuff. We kind of did it as a breakout to include each one in the side over here where it has final clean, engineering layout, site work, all that is all included with our profit, labor burden, everything in that. And then we took it, we made a day rate by dividing it by the duration of each individual thing to get to our $1,770,184. Pretty much that's how we calculate it, and that's how everything rolls into our schedule as to our day rates. And that will conclude module 2.